Dudes and dudettes, smiters and, smiterettes? I guess that's a thing. Welcome to the fuck knows how long special this is. At the time of recording, I'm not sure if I could be bothered to go all the way to an hour. It might be 45 minutes, it might be half an hour. However, all of this is irrelevant, because when the video is uploaded, you'll be able to see the time of it, where I can't. So, the reaction to that thing that happens now and again, where, like, when I do giveaways, people I've never heard of comment saying, yes, you should definitely do it. Did I say giveaway? Yeah, there'll be one at some point during this point of the video. You will get your chance to win a copy of Nicole. But I'm not going to tell you at what point in the video I will say or what you've got to do. And that's because I only want to give it to people who actually watch it. Not people who've just tuned in for the first 30 seconds for the first time since fucking 5 ever. Alright? So, we'll see how long we can go. Instead, we might try going to an hour if I've really got it in me. But until then, we'll just crack on, and at some point there'll be a giveaway. Thank you guys for also the likes during this series and the views, because Jesus, you seem to like this series a lot. Does encourage me to do more, like things like this. Anyway, so Ted's just walking in the shop, and he's caught me perving on his father. I think that's where we were, wasn't it? I waved politely. Hiya, Ted, welcome back. Howdy, son. Oh, alright, so they're gonna oh, no, I say, oh yeah, they're stereotyping him because he's from the South, and someone keeps pointing out that no, cowboys are from the Wild West. The wiki Wild West, to be specific. Oh, don't give me that. Ted stomps angrily towards us, he squares his shoulders and taps his foot against the flooring like he's about to lecture small children. Y'all are talking about me. Oh, okay, I see why he's angry. We kind of were, to be fair. Well, it was nothing bad. Ron was just explaining how much you talk about me. That's probably not a good thing to reply with. I did not talk about you. Do not. That much. Yeah, I was going to say, you can't deny it, your father's here. Ron and I exchange a look. You must be used to this as I am. Why are you here, Papa? I thought you had an afternoon shift today. And there's been a criminal disturbance in your shop. You've been beating Nicole. That's what it is, and I'm here to reprimand her. Put these handcuffs on, we're going to the bedroom. What? Didn't say that. Technically still on it. I wanted to talk to you about something, though. I probably should have called you first to see where you were. Yeah, you should have. Fuck me, he's not very friendly to most people, is he? Even to his own dad, Ted is all business, huh? His tone's at least a little bit nicer than it usually is with me. Unfair. But it's his dad. He's known you for like a month and a half. And every time you've met him, it's just been in horrible conversations. Oh well. But what is it? You couldn't wait until we were both home? No, Ron uneasily glances at me. I get the hint. I could step outside if it's a personal thing. No, don't go, Nicole. It actually concerns you as well. Are you going to have to sell the shop? Oh God, I'll have no way to raise my diligence if you do that. Please don't do that. It does? Since it's about the convenience store, what with you working here at all, I reckon you should stay here and listen. What are you talking about? What's happened with the store? He's either selling it, or there aren't enough people coming in. So we've got to do the party thing to create more of an atmosphere? I don't know. It's going to be one of the two, isn't it? Ron rubs his tongue against the inside of his cheek as he tries to think of a way to word whatever it is. The store ain't doing so well, Ted. You know we haven't exactly been booming with customers. Yes. Yeah, well, I always thought that was pretty weird, but I guess people would rather buy food from a grocery store if they're not pressed for time. It's not like we don't get any customers at all. I mean, we get enough. Not anymore. Lately, we haven't been making enough to make of a profit to keep the store open. And if this keeps up, Ron easily scratches the back of his head as he trails off. I'm pretty sure Ted and I both get what he's trying to say. You can't seriously be thinking of closing down the shop, can you? Ted, listen, bud, I know you'll hate the idea, but it might be better, for the better, if he's not going to like that. No! Oh God, we've gone to sad music. Oh God, is he going to jump on the desk and do an imitation of people in Dragon Ball Z? Start firing up, or something. No? Close enough. Ted's shout is like a sudden bullet through the store window. I freeze. Ron freezes, but Ted shows no sign of stopping his tirade. You're not selling this place. I don't care what we have to do, but I'll make sure you won't have to do that. He readjusts his backpack strap, hanging on his shoulder. I reckon I should put my stuff down and get changed for work now. Excuse me? I flinch as I hear the door to the back room slam shut. Tar and feathers. I don't think the boy would take it that badly. Though I must have been fooling myself. Yep. You must have been. So it's all going to hinge around that block party, I think it is. I now know what that is. It's not the band. It's an actual party on a block. And we're going to advertise our store like crazy and be like, hey, we're friendly. Smiley face. Hopefully, anyway. I don't blame them. If my store was sucking, I'd do whatever I wanted to do to save it as well. Well, it's a touch more complicated than simple devotion. It is? Shoot, maybe I opened my gabber too wide just now. I don't know what Ted has told you, but I think he'd prefer if you asked him yourself. But I'm betting dollars to donuts that he hasn't spoken much about his mother. Nope, he hasn't. His mother. Yeah, I was going to say, well, you mean your wife? Former wife. Wow. She passed a few years ago, but I assume he's passed away. But I'm speaking too much. You best ask Ted for the details before offering me your sympathies. Former wife, he's got over it that easily. Damn him. Ron gives me an easygoing smile as he urges me to the back room with sweeps of his hands. Okay, I get the hint. It's nice to see that Ron's at peace with his wife's death, but it's still kind of hard to believe. What would it have to do with this store anyway? He was fine enough to be flirting with me a couple of minutes ago. Had Ted not walked in, I was wondering where that escalated to. When I reach the back room, it's predictably locked. I swallow, gathering my nerves, and knock twice. Changing. Well, hurry up, I want to talk to you. There's a hush swearing on the other side of the door. I don't find that hard to believe. And after a few moments, Ted swings it open. Before he has a chance to complain, I place a hand on his chest and push him back the way he came. Ted looks alarmed as I lock the door behind me. He could misconstrue this, Nicole. Please be careful. What are you? Why do you lock the door? To make sure no one disturbs us? That sounds even worse. Disturbs us? He's blushing. Ted's face goes red as he holds his hand in front of him, ready to fend me back. What are you thinking? My pop's right outside. Yeah, he told me to come in here. Oh, for fuck. Nicole, do you not see this coming? Do you actually not see this coming? I can't shout because my mum's in the front room watching Grease, which is, to be honest, one of the main reasons I decided to start recording. But yeah, he told me to come in here. He did? Well, technically we could have gone anywhere, but it's not like we could do this out in the open, you know? What are you even thinking of doing? I wanted to talk to you. Talk? Ted's eyes go wide and he freezes like he just realised something. Talk. Yes, talk. That's what I thought. Fucking a busty blonde pretty girl pushes you into the back room, locks the door, and you freeze scared. Virgin alert. I squint my eyes at Ted as he looks away to regain his composure. I probably don't want to know what he thought I was suggesting. Yeah, it would be weird if you just suddenly... What was it you wanted to talk about? My shift started 10 minutes ago. I can't be any later. Jeez, you really don't give anyone a break, but I know coming out and asking about his mum would be the best idea right now. I've got to be smart about this. Ask about the store, ask about his father. Ah. See, what we are faced with here is a dilemma. One of them will make us more friendly to Ted, one of them won't. And we have to get it right. So let's just quickly save the game. Saved. And now we will ask about the store. You must really care about this place, huh? That is a terrible idea. Why did I say that? That probably wasn't the greatest idea. Because he's going to pick up just like, oh, what's Pa said, bastard, etc. Yeah, probably. Ted turns on me and I joltish, so shocked by his stare. Of course I am. You think I'd work so hard at this job if I didn't care? I thought that was obvious. Well, but, I knew that. Then why ask stupid questions? I couldn't think of anything else to ask. Well, that didn't work. Ted only got mad at me, which made me mad too. I don't even know why I bother talking to him when he gets like this. We both stand there in silence, the awkwardness near palpable. Eventually I hear Ted cough. Sorry, I'm upset. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, you're always upset. Shut it. When I heard that my pa was thinking of selling the place, I just lost it. I think he's ready to give up without a fight. That's not like him at all. He's been through so much, though I guess you wouldn't know. Ted finally looks at me after all this time. You want the abridged version of the story? I nod my head, prompting Ted to start. I going to guess this will be about your dad? It ain't long, don't worry. It starts in my first year of high school. My mum was still alive back then, and she and my pa were pretty happy as far as I could tell. Do Americans do that? They call their mums mama? That's like something you do when you're 3, isn't it? Or is that just a European thing? Although, then again, I suppose this might be me being picky, cynical in English. It's like when someone writes a professional email, and at the end they write "with love" at the end. It's like, oh god, he's foreign, isn't he? Because no English person would write that because we're too busy moaning about the weather or whatever. We were still in Alabama, in a small town. Is it Alabama or Alabama? It's definitely Alabama, isn't it? And I'm just being a posh twat. Pops was on the force, and I'm more to the point, it's not Mama, is it? Is it Mama? Oh, God knows. She owned a small sundry store, nothing fancy, but she really loved the place, she did. I remember her saying that the store gave her a little light. She put her all into running it. The nostalgic look on Ted's face fades away as he sighs heavily. But it turns out Mama had some kind of cancer in her cervix. Why is it always cancer? Can storywriters not think of another illness which could kill people? Is it always that? Whatever. She never realised until the bleeding started. I can't remember the specifics, but yeah, okay, so she died. Yeah, gotcha. Oh my gosh, Ted, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, I'm not going to read out how someone died horribly. Cancer's a sour subject at the best of times. Jesus Christ. Why apologise? Not like you're the one who gave her cancer, Nicole. Did he just teenage shrug me off? It's like, oh, you sausage, you. I do remember that when she was getting her treatments, or if she was just too sick... I do remember that when she was getting treatments, or if she was just too sick to move, I tried to stand in for my mama at the store. But I was only a dumb kid back then, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. Pops was better at it. When he was off his shifts, he'd step in and to try and keep the store running, but it got hard for him, I could tell. He always looked so tired. Eventually, when my mama passed, we were forced to sell the store. My pa said that when my mama died, she took her store spirit with her. When I think of it like that, it's kind of nice. She loved that place, so it's good she took with her to heaven. Better stuck with us, chumps. I don't say that, but is the reason you moved here to Florida because of your mum's passing? This is a nice scene, isn't it? This is a... You can't even make light of it as well, because we're way too far in the game. Just take the piss at this point. Well, no, it's not like my pa and I can stand to stay in Alabama because of bad memories. He got a job offer here and he paid way more than his position in our small town. Single father, with a son about to head to college. I know what I would have done, given the circumstances. I'm sure my pa misses Alabama sometimes, I know I do, but it was for the best that we came out here. Isn't Alabama the state where they constantly, commit incest? He's probably just sick of that, to be fair to him. He's like, oh god, Dad's coming home, alright. That's definitely a topic we won't go into, Jesus. Sounds like it. Averting from cancer to incest. Oh, this just gets better to better to better. I know Ted would probably disapprove, but I feel so bad for him. Having a parent die from cancer is something I couldn't ever imagine. Ted and his dad seem okay now, but back then, I wonder how they held up. I never told you it was my idea to buy this place, huh? No, you didn't. I always thought it was your dad's. You didn't actually say anything, and I have no sort of opinion. No, all me. My pa didn't think it'd be such a good idea, but I talked him into it. I talked him into it somehow. I guess running the store is my dumb way of trying to make up for being useless to my parents back when they needed me the most. I'm different now, I'm capable, I'm a hard worker, I got this. I know we'll figure something out. I ain't gonna let this store go like my mum's. I owe it to her and my pa. Yeah. I accidentally let out a small laugh, catching Ted's attention. That's the worst time to laugh, although he is putting that, you know, retarded fish smile on. And why you're laughing now? Okay. So, maybe he didn't like that. I laugh even harder at the sound of his exasperation. I don't laugh at him that much, do I? It's just, I never thought you'd be so cool, Ted. Whatever answer Ted was expecting was obviously not that. It's not what I was expecting. It's not what anyone with a brain was expecting. He shoves his hands in his pockets of his jumpsuits and looks away from my face. Stop, I know you're making fun of me. I mean, at first I thought you just had something up your butt. Okay, but you're really working hard for your dad's sake. That's totally cool. What a sweetheart. Was the totally cool necessary there? Like, you could have really seemed sincere and then you had to throw, oh, that's totally cool, yo, and such. I never had something on my butt, okay? But thanks for saying that, even if I tend to wonder if I'm doing the right thing or not. Anyway, we've been here way too long. Work. Our shift's not over for a few more hours, don't think I forgot. I look at Ted amusedly as I unlock the door. Even after spilling his guts out to me for the first time, he still manages to maintain that killer work ethic. I should have expected any less, really. Now that I know what I know, it's admirable in a way. When Ted and I leave the back room, Ron has taken over the register and there's a few customers shopping around the convenience store. Ted doesn't look too pleased about it, though. Oh, hell. What's the matter? You should be ecstatic. Customers. In any other case, I would be, but you notice something funny about them all? I look at the patrons, searching for this something funny. I think I'm missing it. I guess they're all girls, and they all look like they're in high school, and they don't seem to really be looking for anything. Well, they are looking at something. Yeah. I was going to say, I saw that coming just a little second too late. Oh, I'm not even saying that. Really? Oh my god! I shock and exasperation, and definitely don't use a shortened thing of that sentence because that would make me a teenage stupid twat. Are they checking out your dad? Shut up, they might never hear you. Ted drags me over to the side so we're hidden behind one of the shelves. Every time my pa helps out, girls from a local high school come over to gawk at him like he's some sort of zoo animal. Gross. He is kind of sort of really attractive. Once again, gross. Yeah. You're telling someone that their dad is attractive. You're not exactly preaching to the choir, Nicole. I'm just being honest. He's my pa. That's just... What if you found people that there were checking out your pa, huh? Well, it's slightly different because he's a girl. All the more power to him. He could use a date. Ted looks at me confused. My parents are divorced. He's not cheating. Don't worry. And again, Nicole, you might want to rephrase that. He'd need a date, so you'd be perfectly fine with him hooking up with high school girls. So, girls who are 15. Your dad's probably about 40, maybe a bit older. No problem with him just shagging him. Oh dear, Nicole, your ethics are slightly different to mine. Oh, I didn't know. Didn't you apologise now? What was it you said? Something like it's not your fault that they're divorced. This just makes it even. You told me about your parent situation, so now I told you about mine. That's in no way similar. That is in no way similar. My mum died. Oh yeah, my parents are divorced. Personally, I never got the whole traumatised over your parents getting divorced. Mine are, and I don't think it's affected me in the slightest, but, you know, different people, I suppose. Ted still doesn't look like he finds that a fair trade for my sake, but he doesn't say anything. Yeah, it's because it's not. Fine, you got me there. His attention turns back to his dad's biggest fans, and he looks over the shelves like a general surveying the battlefield. Fetch the cannons! No? Okay. I think they saw me out here, so it probably won't be long until they leave. Do you have some sort of scary reputation among them? Yeah, something like that. Ted almost sounds proud. But he's right. When the girls notice that Ted is present in the store, they grow anxious and pluck things off the racks as their excuses for loitering. Unaware of all this attention, Ron proceeds to check them out one by one, and they're all eventually hurrying out of the store, whispering excitedly to themselves. Looks like it's all clear. Ted and I approach the front desk to see Ron counting out the money he just received. Oh, there you two are. I was wondering. I hope you don't mind me terribly that I took over for a moment, Ted. If you customers came in and I didn't want to bother you. It's fine, Pops. An awkward moment ensues as Ted does that thing where he hesitates to say something nice. I'm sorry for losing my cool before. I didn't mean to raise my voice. That's not saying something nice. That's him apologising vaguely for being a dick. No, it's fine, son. I know how important this store is to you. And whatever's important to you, it's important to me. Duh. Both Ron and Ted look at me like I've just ruined the moment. Oops, did I say that out loud? Why did you say that? Oh, what normal human being does that? To see something cute between two people, and it's not like seeing a baby run out. Like a little toddler running out 20 yards ahead. You go, oh, to yourself inwardly. This is a father and a dad having an exchange right in front of you, and you go, no. How out of place does that sound? Oh, whatever. Sorry, it's really cute how close you two are. That doesn't make it any better. Well, he's my son. I'm guessing you two talk, though. She knows about Ma, yeah. I make sure to add my condolences in quickly. I'm sorry you had to go through that, even though I don't have any reason to apologise. That's mighty kind of you, Nicole. I appreciate it, but it's been years. I've done all the grieving I can. We have a bigger problem to focus on now, and that's funding the store. We need to figure out a way to earn more money. We do that, and we won't have to sell the store, right? That should be the case. The only question is how. Anyone got any bright ideas? Yep, I had one about 15 minutes ago. Ron looks over at both of us. I'm a little surprised that he decided to include me on this. Yeah, so wait for the store to earn money? I think I can come up with something. Why don't we advertise? Why don't we fundraise? Fundraise! No! No, that goes against everything that a fucking store should stand for. We've run ourselves into the ground a little bit. Give us money and we can still sell you things. That's not how it works. You know, it's like utility companies in England. We're raising the prices of everything a little more because we want to expand to other areas. Well, use your private investors to do it then. That's what they're for. Oh dear, right. Now, I'm going to do the giveaway. So, 22.5 minutes in. So, I'm guessing we're halfway, maybe short of halfway. We could definitely go longer than half an hour. I have here, shake, a bottle of chocolate milkshake. Can you tell I've made this up on the fly? It's only a certain % amount of milk. Okay, it's chocolate milkshake. Only a certain % of it is milk. It says in bright white and brown letters on the front what percentage of it is milk. And whoever gets it right gets the free game of Nicole. And whoever does it, well, if no one gets it right, I think it's going to have to be whoever was nearest. If several people get it right, I'll do a little raffle thing off screen and then tell everyone in the next episode. No, it can't be the next episode. It'll be too soon. Some people don't get to watch these for a while. Let's say we do it in 4 days. So this is part... I have no idea what part this is. 32, I think? In 2 parts from now, I will announce the winner. At the beginning of the video, not fucking halfway through it. I'm not that evil. Right, we got it? We done? Cool. Right, I'm going to take a quick break now, so definitely it's not for looking up what we do here. And also to rehydrate my mouth. Right, so looking up online which one we had to do, because I felt that somehow advertising would lose us more money without getting any more revenue in, we're going to have to do that thing I literally just condemned. It's fine to fundraise if you're a local shop in a village. That's fine. Okay, that's going to benefit some people. It's fine to fundraise if you're a charity. It's not fine to fundraise here. But alas, we have to. So, yeah, apparently the block party, that's a crap idea. Oh well, it takes a few moments of racking my brain before I get a good idea. Why don't we have a fundraiser? I hope you're not saying we have some sort of bake sale, like... Yeah, I'm gonna dress up in a bikini and fucking wash everyone's cars. Well, it would help. Just think of it like this. We'd be raising money and at the same time, we'd be spreading word of the store. Would that really work? Ted takes a moment to think about this, and when I see him smile ever so slightly, I know that I've got him. Yeah, thought that was going to be the case, unfortunately. I think I could, but how would we fundraise? You haven't come up with a way, Nicole? No, but I'm thinking. There has to be lots of ways to earn money while spreading the word of the convenience store. We're not going to go around with a bucket, are we? For fuck's sake. I think I'm back on my past, trying to remember ways that really caught my attention. There's a bake sale like Ted made fun of, but I doubt we'd be able to bake well enough to make money. We don't have enough people for a car wash either. Nope, but we do have you in a bikini. Although, yeah, you know, it's a high school or a college, one of the two. I'm pretty sure we're not allowed to do that. Man, this is hard. If there was something happening around the town, like a block party or something, yeah, well done you. Ted, I think I got it. Do you remember when Jeff came in and gave us that flyer? Jeff came over to give you something? That's awfully nice of that boy to go out of his way like that. Pardon, start. That thing's banned. Alright, so a couple of people suggested they might be brothers. This is Jeff and Ted. They're not. No, not if he's reacted like that. I'm always fucking curious when two people have a wild guess which happens to be the same thing. Because there are a lot of people who are just like, oh, well, I think this could happen. Lol, I played the game, but this is to make me seem intelligent. Kind of comments. Alright, it's good to know that was just bollocks. However, even with the name of the taboo name, Ted's eyes light up as he realises the same thing I have here. Again, you're like 20 fucking minutes behind. Whatever. Nicole, you're talking about the block party, ain't you? Oh, I heard some guys talking about that at the back of the station. It's supposed to be a real lively kind of shindig. Are you two thinking we can fundraise there? I remember Voldemort saying that, see, pop culture reference, they're not all 20 years old, mostly, that anyone could run a booth. It's even more legit since we're a business on the block. We still need to figure out what to do with that booth, though. Don't forget about that. But this is a good start. We just have to ask the boss of the pharmacy for permission to run a booth. Leave that to me. You kids don't worry about that now. Oh, God, is she a woman? Pops, please, don't you have to get back to work? Ron only grins as he heads out the sliding doors. Before he leaves, he quips jokingly, I should say the same to you, slackers. Oh, God, he's gonna reprimand me now as Ted. Just like, oh my God, we've been slacking off. No! Etc. Right, Ron whistles victoriously in response to Ted's flabbergasted face, and the sliding doors close shut as he heads over to the pharmacy. Ted groans and pinches the bridge of his nose. That man. He only does it because he cares. But isn't that great? Fundraising at the block party will be a hit for sure. Yeah, it's a good idea, but don't get carried away. We have to work now, remember? Then we can focus on all that fundraising hullabaloo. The fuck is that hullabaloo? That's a word? Really? Whatever. Ted gestures to me to take my place at the register, but I can tell from his movements and his eyes alight that he's as excited as I am at the prospect. Ha ha! Yep, they are officially retarded. Sure, we still have tons to figure out, but we'll get it done. If I learned anything stupid from Ted today, stupid? Damn. I'm still thinking about those two, that's what that was. If I learned anything from Ted today, it's that hard work is bound to pay off. Yeah, to a certain extent. Do I get paid? Do I? Fuck. Jesus Christ, I can't stand it when they do that. I'm still on $2. Oh, it's such a piss take. Alright. Well, apparently at some point we can go to the gym and get more diligence that way, but however we don't appear to be able to do that. Yet we don't want to go to the bathroom. What am I doing? We have no energy. Literally no energy. So what we're going to do is take a nap. And then we'll rest a little bit. Glorious, glorious rest. You had trouble sleeping with everything going on lately. I'm not surprised, although it is good that you forgot about the fucking person trying to abduct you so soon. Today in class is terrible, I can't concentrate. Sucks to be you. Right, well, I don't care about your life, unfortunately, so we're going to get diligence. Damn, we are low on everything. I think at this point we have to nap, because, I mean, like, 24 energy is a terrible, terrible thing. Could we have got one more thing in there? Probably, although I'm not sure. Yeah, it's just a merry-go-round at the moment, I feel, so I could work, but I'd be dying afterwards. There's not a chance I'm going there. Well, hang on. What we'll do, we will buy something. So, where is it we've got to go? We need to buy energy. So if I buy a snack, that will do close to bugger all. How do you raise my energy up? There is a way, isn't there? If we drink something, the energy isn't quite enough. I'm just trying to think of where it goes now, because if we do something, then work, it'll take us back. So we can only... I swear that just moved. That might just be me seeing things, though. Oh, do we skip a day of diligence doing? Oh, I'm not sure. Alright, no, we've got to. And then afterwards, we can go to the store, I think? Is there something? No, we don't want to have a great dinner. Oh, I swear there was a way you could do this, but I don't ever remember how to do it. Yeah, we don't want to do that. So how do we get our energy back up? I swear you could buy, like, these vitamins or something, the infusions, but I can't see them anywhere. Oh, well, perhaps this is, like, first thing in the morning. I'll take a nap now. And then we'll be at a vaguely good state. We'll be up 70. It will lower us a bit. I think. Yeah, it'll lower us a little too much, in fact. Ah, this is a bit difficult. I'm kind of stuck in an awkward position. No, okay, I've got to nap. But first. Because in a minute, I'm probably losing out on diligence points by not napping. Yeah, there are some of you in the comments already raging at my decisions. I can see this already. We're going to have to skip. Can we still skip a day? Yeah, okay, we've skipped. The pharmacy, that's where it is. Okay, so it's like at dusk. Oh, that's kind of awkward. So how much is it? 30 for... Wow, I'm glad I didn't fucking do that. Jesus Christ. That's quite expensive. All right, we'll save it before we... online... Oh, God, no, we don't want to quit. Jesus, we want to hit back. And we want to online shop. And we can hope we get something for $40 for Ted. Hopefully. It's practical things. An all-purpose cleaning cloth. Oh, well, he'll love that. And a keyring. And maybe a rucksack. Nah, maybe not a rucksack. A keyring, definitely, and an all-purpose cleaning cloth. They'll get us up a little bit. Yes, Ted will like to do it with you. You get 24 diligence points, but I'm not sure it's quite worth it. I want to give this to you. Have it. I called Ted to my dorm to give him the gift and... Yeah. Okay, no, I twirled the keyring a few times around my index finger before catching it on my palm. Holy shit, I've just realised $15 for a keyring? What sort of keyring is this? Is it magical? Fucking has to be if it's that expensive. Jesus. It's a keyring. Super basic, and I figured it'd fit you better. More utilitarian and... No, utilitarian? You know, utilitarian with no fancy charms. I was never a fan of keychains and the like. They look like they get in the way. I just need to hold my damn keys, not make a fashion statement. You're welcome. Ted takes a look at the keyring to gauge its size. Yeah, I think my keys can fit on this. I've got a few, so this will be perfect. Thanks, Nicole. You're becoming more practical. I like seeing that. I've spent over 200... Well, not quite that much. I spent a lot of money on you. You better be fucking grateful. Jesus. Alright, so that goes up 12. And the one we did before didn't go up that much. Oh well. Right, another day's ended. Glorious, glorious, glorious. The decisions you make in this month might lock down the romance to one specific character. Oh no! How scared! Jesus. You might want to save now and use this as a starting point to try romancing other characters later. I'm probably not going to do that, but I've got saves in place regardless, so thank you anyway. Oh, damn, that morale is so fucking low. Ouch. Jesus. Just going into the same route as Ted and it's already going downhill. Ted is being way too anxious about this. Then again, what else is new? I place my hands on my hips as he pretends to fumble with his keys for the third time. Are you going to let me in or not? Be quiet, I'm trying to remember if I left anything out. I'm not going to judge your place. What's there to be worried about? It's just the principle of the matter. We're standing in Ted's apartment complex, right outside the door to his apartment. Looks like a respectable place. Everything's nicely built and super clean. Much fancier than I'm used to back home. Okay, I think it should be fine. You can come in now. Jesus Christ! What the fuck? He's even got a fucking flat screen TV plastered to the wall. Why has he got this and I've got some shitty fucking student thing? The hell? I want this. This looks brilliant. Damn it. Ted turns the knob of the door and lets me in before closing the door behind him. He was totally worrying over nothing because the inside of his apartment is way more than fine. It's like immaculate. The floors are a dark brown wood paneling and the walls are a nice cream-coloured finish. The decoration is nice and modern too. Cool paintings, zen potted plants, maybe. I should come to ask over more often. Well, it's not like we're here to just hang out. When in the living room, I'm going to the kitchen. You want anything to drink? No, I'm good. I hear you don't make a mess in here. Oh, what? Oh, I've been stepping in mud for hours just to spit on your carpet and have a fucking game of hokey cokey. Don't make a mess in here, Jesus. Like, don't touch things. I will touch things all I want. I'm touching my microphone now. That's what I do. Red Bull and such. Hey, I'm not a kid. Ted waves me off before heading into what I guess is his kitchen. I head the other way round toward what I can see a sofa. Whoa, now this is a living room. It's good that you've only just noticed this. There's a white square rug in the middle of the room, on top of which is a sleek coffee table holding a small plate of fruit. I should ask Ted when he comes back. Oh, okay, are those wax? I was just wondering the same thing, and because I was wondering the same thing, I missed the question. Jesus. I take a seat on the sofa, place my bag next to me, and gape in awe at the television. It is massive. It's one of those cool models that are built into the wall. Cool models. Jesus. I spot the remote placed on the sofa. Tempting. I don't think Ted would want me touching anything without his permission, though. You think I might break it or something? Humph. Humph, humph, humph. I turn in place so I'm kneeling on the sofa and stare out the window instead. You can see the whole street from here. I place my hands on the sofa's back and lean forward until my forehead is pressed up against the glass. What are you up to now? My forehead squeaks against the window as I turn my head and I see Ted standing there. He squints at me, eyebrows furrowed. Not a kid, huh? I was only looking outside. You have a nice view from here. It's okay, I guess. Ted sits on the couch perpendicular to me. I lean forward and brace my forearms on my knees. So, what's the plan, bros? We're here to brainstorm for the block party, right? It was Ted's idea. He explained that thoroughly planning something out would be nice. It'd be nicer, easier, if we dedicated a set time to doing it. Well, it wasn't much of an explanation as it was a lecture. I see this going very similarly as well. Anyway, I'm surprised that he actually invited me over. When I suggested we find some place to meet, I didn't even have to beg him to take me here. I already have an idea, got my thinking cap on early. Ted taps his head a few times to emphasise the point. Yeah, I'm well aware of what you think with. Thank you, though. Ooh, let me hear it. The most efficient way to go would be to use the store's excess stock. I was thinking we could be a sort of snack bar thing and sell out snacks during the block party. Is that it? That's such a fucking... That it really is a utilitarian answer, isn't it? Jesus. Yes, it is. And it's boring. Ted flinches as I give off a loud, exaggerated snore. Besides, people are going to a block party. There's going to be tons and delicious and weird food. Deep fried anything on a stick. I want a squid on a stick. Can you get me a squid on a stick? No, didn't think so. We're going to look around for that once we're at the block party. That sounds very disgusting. But they're going to be having it. Why would you want a normal pinky when you can have pinky deep fried and on a stick? See what I'm saying? You lost me at the moment you started talking about deep fried snack cakes. Yeah, it's an English thing. We don't really deep fry anything. Apart from Scotland, they deep fry Mars bars. Ugh. I lean back on the sofa and sigh. I'm saying this booth is going to need pizzazz. It's going to draw people in. A snack bar is good if we're at a sports game, but I think it's a no-go for now. Ted leans back and starts massaging his eyelids. Do you have any bright ideas then? No, but I like the food idea. Like, what if we served something at a block party? Something tasty. Do you think that could work? I look over at Ted, and he's still massaging his eyes. Actually, the motion he's making is really slow and tired. It's like he's about to fall to sleep. Ted. He jolts in place like he's been hit with a splash of cold water. I'm up, I'm up. If you're having to, say it like that, you were probably sleeping, weren't you, sunshine? Come on, Treacle, we're trying to do something here. Were you falling asleep? No, I was resting my eyes. Sorry, didn't mean it, I'm focused. Oh, God, I love that. My dad and my uncle both used to use that excuse. Oh, no, I'm not falling asleep, I'm just resting my eyelids because it's so hard to keep them in place. Otherwise... And it's like, hang on a minute. Oh, Jesus, I nearly yawned there for real. So he says, but as I look closer at his face, it's obvious he's lying. He looks worn out. There are shadows under the hollows of his eyes. I bet he'll get snippy if I point this out. I'll let it slide for now. Well, I was saying that we should run with the food idea and serve something at a block party that isn't from the convenience store. I don't know what, though. I can't cook anything special. I bet if we figured something out, it'd be a big hit. Everyone loves to eat. That they do. Ted hums quietly and strokes his thumb against his chin. He stops. I might have something in mind. Tentatively, he glances away, second-guessing his idea. Tempting. No, it's stupid. Come on, we don't know if it's stupid until we hear it. Besides, I come up with stupid things all the time. That you do. Me and Ted, see, great minds think alike. Ouch, he could have at least humoured me. Well, my paw taught me how to make these barbecue sandwiches. I was going to say chicken. You're from the south. That's what they do. And steaks and shit. Ted mimes holding one in his hands. The meat's really juicy, lots of flavour. There's also this fantastic sauce which goes with it. Dynamite taste. Are you saying we should make those to sell? Well, yeah. I mean, you know, if we can't think of anything else. Ted fidgets in his seat. Seriously, the way he explained it sounded really good. I'm going to get hungry if he keeps it up. No, I like it. Leave it to a Texan to bring up barbecue. Isn't there a thing? In America, you have different kinds of barbecues, which is weird, because in most of Europe, a barbecue is sticking as much meat as you can. Maybe, you know, like barbecue sauce and some kind of things, sticking it all on the barbecue, letting it roast until it's all pretty much charred. You don't have to scrape the black bits off and then eat it. Yet in America, in some counties, they have savoury barbecues. Who wants that? I don't go to a barbecue to eat stuff which tastes sweet. Ah, no. That's what marshmallows are for. It's the only thing there should be savoury. Dear God. I ain't from Texas, I'm from Alabama. Yeah, close enough. I know, I'm only messing. Ted blushes angrily at me and throws the black and white striped pillow. Will you please focus? Sour. Okay, don't throw anything else. It's a pillow. I hold the pillow out as a shield before I hug it back into my lap. So, if we do this barbecue sandwich thing, we'd need a whole lot of meat. It'd have to be pork too, which means it's going to be expensive. Shoot, we'd need a pretty penny to buy enough to keep a booth running. Where do you usually buy your meat? I can't resist my next joke. The convenience store? No. A guy who works with my pa is related to the local butcher. We get our cuts from there. I think it's where most of the police fellows get their meat. Oh, really? The whole police force? I think I'm getting an idea. Does your dad have a lot of influence at the station? I never asked, but I think he's well respected. He's a good man. Why wouldn't he be? He's a ladies' man. That means ugly people are jealous, but the superiors love him. I think that's how that works. Citation needed. Man, relax. I wasn't suggesting anything bad. I was thinking that, you know, if his co-workers really like him, that they might lend their services for a few hours. How do you suggest we convince a bunch of cops to work at the booth for the shop? What do they get out of it? A cut of the profits and a really good dinner if you're telling the truth. Ted slumps back on the sofa and furrows his brow thinking. It'd be easy to make up for the cut if we have an efficient work system going on. I could get my pa to make the sandwiches too. Begrudgingly, Ted starts smiling. That can only mean one thing. You like my idea. That's... It wasn't your idea, Nicole. You've merely added a little idea onto, Father Ted, there's that brilliant scene. Dougal comes up with a good idea, and then he goes, "Oh, so what do we do?" "Right, I'm out of this, Ted." What do you mean you're out? I didn't know you had to follow up good ideas with lots of little good ideas." It's a brilliant scene. Oh dear, shut up. The smile slips off as subtly as it came, and Ted sits up to rub at his eyes again. "I think this could work. It's going to require coordination with the local police, but this is a heck of a start." "So does this mean we're going to go with my idea?" I smile smugly at Ted, having him of all people approve of an idea that he didn't come up with for the second time in a row. Dang, I must be good. "Oh, just, if you're going to be like that about it, fist pump and cartwheel across the room." Yeah, eat it up. It's the best bet for a successful stall, so I figure why not do it, okay?" I whoop, tossing the pillow into the air so I can catch it with my arms as it falls. However, it falls into the apples? No, okay. Don't forget that I came up with the barbecue idea. Haha, so what? Does that make this project our baby? Ted's eyes go wide and his face flushes deep red. I have never heard that phrase before. It's a joint project. Don't call it something stupid like a baby. I laugh and throw the pillow back at Ted, hitting him on the shoulder. Whatever, you spoil sport. It's so easy to get under your skin. No, it ain't. So is. You're proving my point right now. I gesture at the way he looks ready to yell, and he forces a breath, making his body go slack and relaxed. For once. I get a little intense is all. Sue me. I will sue you. You threw a pillow at me. It's damage at... It's not damage at work. Compensation. I slipped the other... No, okay. I think it's a little cute. I stand up from the sofa, sticking out my tongue. Was that a joke? Was I serious? I have to go to the bathroom, so you'll never know. Ted shakes his head hastily, though it doesn't do much to get rid of the blush in his cheeks. We're going to come back and he's going to be sleeping. I can see it already. It's just down the hall, door's open, so you'll be able to figure it out. His tone of voice is nearly desperate. It looks like someone really wants me gone right now. Not that I disagree after I realise what I just said to him. I cast Ted a hasty, appreciative nod before following his directions and hurrying down his nicely decorated bathroom. I guess literally everything in his house has that modern edge. Modern edge? Really? I mean, come on. That's not a painting. Someone there has just got too close to a cow and been like, "Oh, well, now I'm here." That's all that is. But that's not important now. I called Ted cute. I did, but it was just a joke. I couldn't have possibly meant it. Can I have, like... Ted's nice, but I've never thought of him that way. He's my boss. We've been thinking about him about that way for about a month and a half now. Probably longer in series time as well. But he is cool. Ted has everything together. He's dependable, smart, and when he does show that side of him, he can be pretty darn nice when it counts. Alright, so saying he's cute isn't much of a stretch, but I'm sure I meant it platonically. That's what I'm sticking by, at least. After I'm finished doing my thing, I dry my hands off from the sink, then head back to the living room where I left Ted. Hey, did I tell you your place is awesome? Because it totally is awesome. Everything looks really, you're asleep. My sentence stops cold as I see Ted in the living room. Is he asleep? Yeah, I saw that coming. Either that or dead, and that would seriously ruin my day. Why would he be dead? Oh, the brain boggles, doesn't it? Ted's on the sofa, lying on his side, eyes closed and breathing softly. He's hugging the pillow to his chest like it's a teddy bear, and okay, that is... No. I can't help myself. Sneakily, I take out my phone and snap a quick picture of this. Oh, I can only imagine how Ted will react. Yep, he'll smash your fucking phone. Jesus. Seriously though, if he was tired enough to fall asleep when I left for a few minutes, he should have just postponed this meeting of the minds until later. And again, maybe Ted is always this tired. I wouldn't be surprised. I doubt he knows his own limits. Scratch that, I doubt he keeps to his own limits. I sigh as I pocket my phone. Well, what do I do now? I can always wake him up, but I feel bad. Ted obviously needs to sleep. I'll let the poor guy get some rest. In the meantime, I can get a snack. Oh, dear. You're going to get a snack at his house? Jesus Christ, Nicole. Hey, we did just go over talking about delicious barbecue sandwiches. A girl gets hungry. I'll just eat a granola bar or something like that. I don't think Ted will mind. However, when I'm in the kitchen, I realise something. I'm actually more thirsty than I am hungry. Oops. I should have taken Ted up on his offer for a drink earlier. That makes it easier. Water should be enough to quench my thirst, and it's not like stars will miss a measly cup of water from their fridge dispenser. Oh, fridge dispenser is the most useless thing in the world. It's called a fucking tap. But if I'm getting myself something, isn't it only polite to get Ted something too? Not that I can ask him if he wants anything right now. What to do? I look around the kitchen, like the answer lies somewhere in here, and I spot a kettle sitting on one of the stove's burners. The gears in my head start turning. Maybe Ted would like a nice warm drink instead. A half hour later, and I'm leaving Ted's kitchen with 2 steaming mugs in my hand. Half an hour? What the fuck were you doing? Did you throw an impromptu kitchen party? Jesus. Alright. When I get to the living room, I see Ted stirring a bit in his sleep. I place one of the mugs on the coffee table in front of him. I take mine with me and take a sip as I lower myself onto the couch. Delicious, not bad, Nicole. I guess I should try and wake up Ted now, huh? I take another sip before doing so. Psst, Ted. Ted's ears twitch, and his stirring increases. He rolls over so the pillow rests on his stomach, and his hands are folded up on top of it. Oh, this is such a tempting photo opportunity. It's too bad he looks nearly awake or a chance another pick. With his eyes still closed, I hear Ted speak. How long? Like 40 minutes. Dang. With a prolonged groan, Ted hauls himself up so he's sitting upright. Pillow tucked under the arm, and he notices the steaming mug sitting on the coffee table and raises an eyebrow. What's this? Ah, sorry, I got thirsty, so I made a drink. I thought you might like one too. Did you make a mess? I cleaned up after myself, okay? Then I guess I don't mind much, but Ted leans forward to look at the mug's contents. What did you make? Oh, really? Jesus Christ. It's going to judge us on what drink we get him? Now, I somehow doubt he's the hot chocolate kind. In fact, I think coffee is the good idea. You know what? I'm going to tap to the browser and I'm going to keep this recording up. I'm not even going to split it up later. Because I brought up the walkthrough earlier, so it should still be there. Oh, no, it's not. It's the arena draft for Hearthstone. There we are. Jesus Christ. Okay, so yeah, coffee is the thing we've got to do. Oops. Alright, well, I thought that anyway. Coffee. I have that keen ability of only, being able to read what I see, so it's not like I saw anything else on that list. And neither should you. Don't be scared of it, it's coffee. It wasn't hard trying to figure out how to work your machine, plus I remembered. Ted leans forward to pick the mug up with both of his hands. Remembered what? That coffee is your favourite hot drink of all time. Might be your favourite cold one too. That is disgusting. Ted snorts into his coffee before he takes a sip. His eyes close as he relishes in the bitter taste. No cream or sugar. How I like it. Jesus. Yeah, I like my women like I like my coffee. Sour. Absolutely bitter to the bone. I like them to be in a mess beforehand. Jesus, that was terrible. I had a feeling that was how you took it. Thanks, Nicole. I really needed that. Ted smiled sincerely at me. No stammering or blushing involved. I wonder if I'm in some sort of surreal alter universe. It'd make sense. No problem, Ted. You must be seriously tired if you're passing out on the couch like that. Ted waves his hand like he's swatting a fly buzzing near his face or something. Don't go and dramatise it like that. Just napping was all. You went to someone else's house and they fell asleep. I mean, what else did you think was going to happen? I've had to stay up late to finish all my work. I'm working so much during the day that I don't have any time to do studying. It's pretty bad. You're telling me you can't keep messing with your sleep cycle like that? Why aren't you assigning yourself so many hours anyway? Because I said I'd do anything to help the store. If it means working longer for more business, I'll do it. But that's... Irritation bubbles inside of me, hot and uncontrollable. It does kind of make sense, to be fair. It's what I do with my work. I can't complain. That's really stupid. I regret blurting those words out as soon as I do. My eyes widen in fear, and Ted lowers his mug near his lap so he can stare directly at me. What did you say?